Soulja Boy, he has 2.5 million fans on Twitter. He is the music industry's king of social media. Welcome to Wall Street Journal Weekend Conversations. I'm Lee Hawkins, and welcome to the David Rubenstein Atrium at Lincoln Center. Thank you so much for coming, Soulja.
Thanks for having me. How you doing? Good.
All right, multi-platinum rapper. You made a name for yourself independently using social media in a big way. Tell me your story.
My whole story is, around 2005, I started rapping. I recorded my first mixtape. Around 2006, I discovered the internet. I started using SoundClick to upload my music and get around the US. And after that, I got on MySpace and YouTube. And that's when really my name started to grow, and I started to get booked for concerts after my first couple of songs.
And how specifically did you use MySpace and YouTube?
After I reached my first million hits on MySpace, I had put up my OG Miami Mike. I put his email up on my MySpace page, and the first day I put it up, we had got 20 or 30 requests. People wanted me to come perform for them. So after that, we just started getting money. I was still in high school at the time.
Right, and you said, you kind of got ahead of me. You said, after I got my first million hits. How did you get your first million hits?
Well, really what I did was I built my name on SoundClick first. And basically that's like the Billboard charts for the underground art. It's like everybody in the streets that's unsigned. And once I reached the top 10 on there, my plays just started to increase, after every week, after every month. And after I found MySpace, I linked my MySpace page directly from my SoundClick page. So when you go to SoundClick, it'll just take you straight to my MySpace. And then that's really how my traffic started to come up. After I did my first million, my music was in the streets, and I just started to go on the road and do shows. And
you really have derived a lot of revenue outside of just straight music. YouTube, a lot of ad sharing revenue.
Yes, I generated over $100,000 with SoundClick. And they have a deal where they let you upload a song and you sell it for $1, and they get 50% and you get 50%. So I was getting 19,000 downloads a day. I was averaging that daily on SoundClick. And then after that, it just started to increase. So I was generating revenue when I was in high school.
What kind of revenue were you generating?
It was averaging around 19,000 downloads a day. So if you just take half of that by each week, that's what I was making.
Okay, great. And basically, you're using social media tools, the traditional ones, but are there some new tools that you're going to be using for your album, or new approaches that you're going to be using for your album when it releases November 30th?
I took it a step further with this company called Say Now. And it's basically just a phone number, and it just lets you talk to all your fans, like how Twitter is, but it's Twitter lets you do 140 characters typing. And Say Now, if a fan calls your line number and they want to subscribe to you, so that means they hear any voice messages that you leave them. I got 4.9 million subscribers on my Say Now number. So if I call and I leave a message, it goes directly to all 4.9 million people at the same time on one phone call. So that's a different approach that I've been taking going towards my new singles.
Mm-hmm. And you also have 20 websites in all, and also you're a record company with your own artists.
Right. I just thought I should build as many websites as possible, because when I was unsigned and I was on the grind trying to come up, I make a lot of different websites just to try to get my name out there, SouljaBoyTell'em.com, SouljaBoy.com. And now that I'm in the position that I'm in now, I just like to take all of my creative ideas and put them on a website, and for my fans to interact with, to give them something to do.
Mm-hmm. And you're kind of looking into the future. There are a lot of moguls out there in the hip hop game, especially. You got Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Diddy, all of them have done their own thing. What can you do differently to make a name for yourself?
What can I do differently
that they haven't
already done? I mean, I had thoughts of creating the next social media site, like Facebook or Twitter, and I just really want to take Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and all that, YouTube, and just combine it into one social media outlet, and just go crazy with it. That's something that I had thoughts of doing that I didn't see nobody else do yet.
Right. And you really used the internet to help bolster your name. When you did a video where you were talking about skipping school, there were some parents that took issue with that, and you took to the internet to address them.
I mean, what had happened was, like, when I was in school, I was getting booked for concerts on the weekends. So Friday when I get out of school, I go do a show that night. I do a show Saturday, I do a show Sunday. I get like 30,000, I get 10K a show. Come back to school Monday. So after that process started and I was making all that money, it was kind of hard for me to focus on work. So I was getting, in trouble, and like I had got suspended from school. Like, and I didn't tell my daddy.
Okay.
And that was where that came from. And it was parents that was saying, like, Soulja Boy, my kids listen to your music and we want you to, clean up the words in your music. So I had went to YouTube and I just addressed it like, I'm gonna try to be a better role model because I know I got a whole lot of youth watching me.
Mm-hmm. And do you think, you said that you think that the parents also need to really be a role model, that it's not rap icons that the kids should be looking at?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I feel like I'm doing my part. Like, I know, every person is not perfect, but I feel like it should start at home, you know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't blame me for their kids' actions.
Mm-hmm. And when you came up in Chicago and then you moved to Mississippi, where you just kind of exploded because a lot of rappers have had success coming out of the South. It used to be New York. Why has the South taken over?
Man, right now the South got the swag, you know what I mean? The South got the beats, they got the sound for the club that people want to hear. And I don't know, I guess everybody get their time to shine and it's on the South right now.
And when you look at the internet, it's been used to bolster your name, but also people have tried to use the internet to tarnish your reputation in this 24-hour news cycle. How do you feel about that, about people using their text messaging and cameras and things?
I mean, when you're a successful person, I feel like people are always gonna have different opinions towards you. You might have people that have nothing but positive love for you and good intentions, or you might have people that just have nothing but negative energy towards you and try to tear you down. So I feel like you're gonna be put in those situations on and off the internet, whether you in the streets or you in school or you at work, you know what I mean? You're always gonna have somebody trying to do that. So now that the internet is available, people they're gonna use what they got to try to knock you down.
Mm-hmm. And where do you go for advice and consulting about how to build your business on the web?
Man, I really believe in keeping a good management team around me. Violator, they always give me good tips.
Violator, that's Chris Lighty, who manages 50 Cent.
Yeah, he managed me as well. 50 Cent too, he give me a lot of good advice, even outside of the music industry. Like when I first went to 50, I was like, man, let's do a song. He was like, man, you got the music game on lock. He was like, let's go get some money in this digital eyewear, industry. Let's go get some money over here. So anytime that I really need to just sit down and I feel like I don't know what I'm gonna do next and I need some advice, I just talk to my daddy.
Okay, and tell me about your dad.
My dad, he lives in Mississippi. He was the one that bought the computer for me and the internet for me when I first moved down there for my mom in Atlanta. And he just been like giving me good advice ever since. Even when I was in high school, he used to always tell me, man, I want you to stay in school. I want you to be better than me. I want you to live better than me. Mind you, he had like 4 or 5 cars, a nice house, so at the time I was thinking like, I probably would never be able to top, his expectations of me. And after my first album came out, like everything that he said it just made so much sense then. Everything was clear.
And he was the one that got you the initial studio set up to do what you needed to do.
Right. When I moved to Mississippi, he bought me the computer. He said, here, this is your computer. Because he knew I liked computers, but I never had enough money to get one. So he got it for me. I started recording, and it's just it.
In terms of video production, because you had some pretty good videos out there on the web from the beginning. Who directed those?
Me. Like when I first started on my YouTube, like I just was recording anything. Like if I'm at school with some friends, if I'm at a party dancing, if I'm in the studio recording a song, I used to just put all kind of videos up. And in 2009, 2010, I started directing and editing my own videos.
Using Final Cut Pro or?
Final Cut Pro, iMovie on MacBook. I hired my own team of cameramen to come on the road and document. So I just really, I always been hands-on in my career ever since the beginning.
What kind of cameras do you use?
Canon, 7D, all different types of lenses, all different types of lighting. And we just try to we just try to be creative. Because like I know when I go to record a big single music video like Crank That or Speakers Going Hammer, I'm gonna have a director that's experienced, that's gonna give me the quality that I need. But I also like have my own hobbies and interests. Like I wanna see how good I could, make a music video and how my fans will react to it.
Right, and you make sure that you have a dance with most of the music that you put out there. Does that help you kind of differentiate yourself from other artists?
I mean, it definitely makes it funner. Like if I'm on a music video, I'm in the club and this particular song come on, if I got a dance to go with it, it makes me enjoy it more than just me rapping. So I like to dance too.
And you have your album coming out. What is the name of your new album coming?
The name of my new album is called The DeAndre Way, and it'll be in stores November 30th. It's my third major release from Interscope Records, and I've been recording on it for like a year and a half. I recorded from everybody, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Trey Songz, everybody. Worked with a lot of different producers. I've been working on my production for like going on 2 years now, even in the studio with Kanye and Cudi, and working on the pianos and the boards and the MPCs. And I just think this is gonna be a good album. I can't wait for my fans to hear it. Yeah, it's a dope album.
Okay, so what do you say to people that say that really you're contrived, that you're not really an MC, you're not really a rapper? What do you say to those people?
And what I'm sitting here in front of you for? You know what I'm saying? Why I sold 12 million on my first single. You know what I'm saying? Like why everybody got my name in their mouth? Why I'm a constant topic in hip hop. So I feel like I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, so you're sitting in front of the Wall Street Journal, right?
Exactly.
And we're so happy to have you. We can't wait to
so
see
happy
your
to be here.
performance. Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
All right, this song right here is called Speakers Going Hammer, and it's on my upcoming album, The DeAndre Way, in stores November the 30th. Check this out. I wake up early in the morning, round the crack of dawn. Throw your hands up. Now throw your hands up. Now throw your hands up. Now put your hands up. Put your hands up. Now put your hands up. I got my speakers going hammer. Say what? Speakers going hammer. Speakers going hammer. My speakers going hammer. Bammer, bammer, bammer. Speakers going hammer. Speakers going hammer. My speakers out of space like E.T. The cops watch me all day like TV. And SOD hit the club, we be so deep. Man, I'm deep in the game like an OG. I got 12 diamond chains like an OZ. Follow me like the Wizard of OZ. And girls love my style cause it is so deep. You ask about me in the streets, I spit so heat. It ain't nobody in the game messing with my clique. My style still hot like it's July 10th. A fly chick and mice whip with nice tint. Her boyfriend paid for it. I did. My ice game is cold as a polar bear. The sun hit my chain, watch it make a solar flare. We getting money over here, hands in the air. Y'all making it too easy, it's not fair. Early in the morning, round the crack of dawn, wave to my neighbors like what's up?
What's up?
And tat it up, yeah, bang in my trunk. Everybody in my city show me love because I got my speakers going hammer. Speakers going hammer.
Speakers going hammer.
Speakers going hammer.
Bammer, bammer, bammer.
Speakers going hammer. Speakers going hammer. Look, I remember back in the days, man, I was broke. But these days, Soulja tell them round 100 spoke. It's no joke. I'm ballin' out the atmosphere. He say he ball harder than me, please get him out of here. I got these girls wet like they living in a tank. I been getting money, please tell me what you think. Soulja, man, you know I went ham. Wall Street Journal with my boy Killer Cam. 350 Miami Mike PTE. Everybody know that I rep SOD. Walking through the streets, everybody know I'm D. Got that 9, you try to run up on me. Young Soulja got my speakers going MC Hammer. Everybody know your girlfriend, I might bammer. Pull up in that drop top limo going ham. Young Soulja got my speakers going too. Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up.
What's up? What's up?
And tat it up. Yeah, bang in my trunk. Everybody in my city show me love because I got my speakers going hammer. Speakers going hammer.
Speakers going hammer.
Speakers going hammer.
Bammer, bammer, bammer.
Speakers going hammer.
Speakers going hammer.
Not just, swag your hands up. Not just, gon' walk with it. Gon' walk with it. Gon' walk with it.
Sway.
I love y'all, New York. Shouts out to Wall Street Journal. Make some noise.